Alright, so it's been like 2 weeks, finally doing the cell shading tutorial that has been so heavily asked for. Um, as far as I knew, people hated my cell shading, so I didn't think there was reason to do a tutorial, but here we are. So basically, as long as you have an understanding of how to mod the game and textures already, you'll be fine. So basically, first thing you want to do is grab this, the RB1 material, from the Discord resources tab, and the two cell shadings depending on if you're doing a base form character or a transformed character. Next, what you want to do is go to the character that you are editing. I'm guessing that you already have extracted the textures and edited textures how you want to edit them. Now, what you should do next is basically, once I find it, alright, so I've made a folder with all my shaders for each character that I've done so far. So since this is 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝙉𝘿, we're going to take these, the transformed ones, and put them in this folder I made for him. Now what I've done here is I've gotten rid of every shader that's in here because I don't need it. I'm going to just put the new ones in here and reassign them manually. You don't have to do that. You can just edit them yourself and paste them over the old ones if you want. This is just easier for me to do. You know, it's easier for me. But you want to take count of every single part that exists. So the scarf of 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝙉𝘿, for example, and the sheath of the sword are both red. So I'll copy this since it's a piece of clothing, make a clone of it, and I'll name it rs_red. You don't have to put the rs, it's just easier for me to organize everything. Next, we can do skin, which will be easy. There's already a skin here, so just do rs and then put an underscore there. Skin's already done. Now we have the jacket. So we copy this, paste it, and do rs_jacket. Now, there's no rhythm or rhyme to the way I do this. Like, I could have named both of these sheath and scarf, but I chose to do red because they're both red. Just like for all of these, for these three, I'm going to name them green because all three of these are green. But there's only one jacket, and skin follows all the skin follows, so that's why I named this one jacket and this one skin. Next is, if I'm not mistaken, I need to edit this. Give me 1 second. His pants are black, so I need to do that. Alright, his pants are black now. But anyway, next I'll do pants. I think I just repaste, right? Yep. And do rs_. Should I do black or pants? I'll do pants because there's nothing else black here. Black. Alright, now we have the button, so again, we can name this rs silver because the button and the metal, the sword, or whatever this is, same thing. So we can name this rs_silver or metal, whichever you want, doesn't matter. Already done skin. I already have eyes here. I'm just name it rs_. We have hair. Let me just name that rs as well. rs_. Alright, let's see, we have the hair, we have the skin, now we can do the green. I think the green is the last color, so I am fine with just naming this rs_green. We have the green. Now copy the skin, because now we're in a territory we need extra skin things, because the materials are linked to what they come from. Like in the materials folder that I told you to download, there's one for clothing, one for hair, and one for skin. Teeth, eyes, tongue, all that will fall under skin. So I'm going to copy this skin one again and just rename it tongue, and then paste another one and rename it teeth. Alright, so we have metal, we have the tongue, we have the red, the green, this teeth. Okay, and now Trunks. This Trunks has a sword, so I'm going to copy the clothing. Yeah, I'll copy the clothing again and name this sword. All right, now that you've named all of these, you can either take colors from the textures and apply them here in like the order that you want. So like I'm going to, let's start with skin, or I don't know. Let's see. We can start with hair. So what I'm going to do is go and find an image of Trunks, or just any Super Saiyan hair, really, like anyone that you like the particular colors on. Like I like the Super Saiyan colors from this drawing from the Dragon Ball movie. I think this is Superhero, or is this Broly? I can't remember. And I like the skin tone from it as well. I'm only not picking a Super Saiyan Rage Trunks image because all of them are surrounded by ki, and super shading is not the best when it comes to Rage Trunks for some reason. So I couldn't really find one that I was happy with. But basically for hair, what we're going to do is copy the darkest color, which would be here, and you would apply it like so. So you highlight, you use the the paint bucket, paste that there. Now it looks off because like that's orange, you know, like why would a Super Saiyan hair have orange there? Just work with it. Just work with it, okay? Then you do the next one. Now you do the actually, let's redo this. So let's go back a second. Yeah, let's go back a second. Okay. In this case, since there's 5 different colors, I think we'll start with the lightest, which is this color, all the way over here, and we'll go in reverse. And now after that, we have this yellow here, just so I can make sure that I'm doing everything correctly. Yeah, see that yellow? Then we have this darker yellow. And you'd put it here. And then we fall back into that lighter orange, but that's also darker than the yellow. Or is this? This is the same color. Alright, so yeah, we were fine. We can go back to that one. We're fine. It's all the same shit. Okay, my eyes were just playing tricks with me. Alright, now that you've done that, you'd save it, Control S, press OK, you're good. I'm gonna do the same for skin and teeth, just because so I can get them out of the way. Skin, teeth, and the tongue. Because I like the skin off of this Goku. It sounds weird. We'll grab those. So, the darkest skin tone. I think, okay, so we have, what? Damn it. So, on this texture, we have 1, 2, 3. So, I guess we'll do 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. We'll grab this one. Paste it. Same as before. Make sure it's pasted in the right spot. Yep. Then you'll grab this one. And you'll paste it. And you'll grab this color. Most times, if you're grabbing from the anime, the lightest color will be that white bit of sheen. So you won't have to change this white bit, but I like to just even though I know it's probably still going to be almost 100% white, I still like to take it anyway. And paste it. And you can save that. For speed reasons, I don't need to take tongue from here. I can grab it from another character that I already have done. I have tongue and I have teeth already done here from Blue Goku. So I can just paste those here, really. But if you don't want to, you can always make your own. It's not that hard. Just look what color is Goku's tongue, what color is Goku's teeth, It's not that hard. And for clothing, we can start with Trunks' jacket. We can do that. So this is a whole nother story. You'd have to find, you could, so this is where, for me anyway, an issue occurs. I couldn't find a image of raised Trunks that I was happy with. So what I'm going to do is take from the texture that I have made, and I am going to first off crank this all the way up and make it tiny bit light, so it can be the lightest. When you're taking the color from the texture you've made, always start with the lightest and then backtrack, so that you don't start off with like a really dark color and then it comes up shading wrong. So now this is the lighter color I made, this is the normal one. So now we can go down a bit, move these along. Like as you go darker, you can adjust the sliders down there so that it doesn't turn gray or doesn't turn like a completely different color. As you get darker, it'll relatively stay blue, because you don't want it to go from blue to black or blue to gray, unless like you want that Dragon Ball Legends legendary finish type of character art that's like black into the color. You can do that. But then there you go, you save that, it's saved here. I'm gonna do the rest of Trunks' stuff, and I will leave a cut here and resume once I've completed all his shaders. Alright, now to cut back, I am done everyone's textures. I'm done Trunks' shaders. So what you want to do now is basically copy these over into this folder and paste them here. They should all be in the same spot because they all start with RS. They don't change. You know, they're all RS, so they should be all together. If any of them are down here, it might be because you didn't put the underscore or there's something before. It doesn't matter, however you named this, however you named it. So what you want to do is copy this line so that you know where it is, or you don't have to. You can always just find it in Radiant Tools manually. I just find it easier to do it this way. So you want to open and then paste that way to get there, and open your SPR and your VRAM, and boom, all that's here. So first thing you want to do, if you are making the shaders all new and not using the old ones, is you want to go into here and remove the ramp and every single shader in the texture. Just go through and make sure they're all gone. This also helps with if you like don't like having your mod files be overly big, because you've used so many model parts that has a fuck ton of shaders. This is just like appealing my ADHD, really. So just go through and make sure everything is done and dusted. Alright, that's all fine. If you have done any work with textures, you're going to want to redo them. Like, not redo them, but resave them in the correct format. That's expected, you know. Anyway, now let me just make sure that all the shaders are gone. Alright, they're all gone. So now you want to do is add. Go into your texture folder and add each shader individually to the file. Last one, I did red, silver, okay. Skin, sword, teeth, and tongue. Now what you want to do is press import all, and it will select this folder, select all. It'll import any textures you've modified or changed, you know, whatever, and everything should be in here. All the text, all the shaders all the way at the bottom. So now what you want to do is you want to basically remove any incandescent maps and add the new shaders. So for Android 17 scarf, which is right here, so you use Android 17's scarf texture, which is this. So you see it, you look through all of these. If you see one that says incandescence map ramp, or just incandescence, any of this is incandescence, just make it blank. And keep going until you find tune map, where it says tune map, map 1. and you'll want to find the color that this should be attached to. Now I made the scarf should be attached to RS red. So scroll down, find RS red, attach it. After you've done this, you can either do this for every single texture and then do this next step, or you can do this right after. So you can add the texture, the shader to the texture, and press import. And what you want to do is go to where you saved that materials folder, the Rage and Blast 1 materials, and depending on what it is, the scarf is clothing. You want to click on the clothing and add it. And you want to do this for every single thing in this folder. So next we have belt. So I'm gonna go through and do all of these. I'm not gonna cut it just in case you need to see it multiple times, but I will have it fast forwarded. All right, at this point you should have done all of this, added all the shaders and added the material. At this point you're done editing the mod. You'll save it, it'll make a folder, press save, press OK, and then now you will open the you can delete these old SPR and VRAM files. You don't need them anymore. You can open this, import the new SPR, and file save, and I say put a 2 at the end just so you know it's the second one. I don't use Xbox, so I will not be using Xbox compatibility. If you are doing this for Xbox, you would take yes. I'm not, so I'm taking no. Same thing for the VRAM. Import VRAM, file save, put a 2 at the end, press save. No Xbox compatibility. All right, you're good for there. Technically your mod is completely done. Now if you're doing this over a Super Saiyan character, there's one more step you need to do. Go to your game directory, open STPack Battle Others, open it, and you're going to want to extract the file called operate. It'll be down here under the ORAS, operate resident param. Export that somewhere. I'm just going to put mine on my desktop, easy to find, and leave this open for a second. Open Raging Tools again, and you want to go to file, wherever you save that at, and open it. This will open up the roster editor slash, it can edit a few other things here, but what we're going to edit is we're going to go to wherever you're putting your mod. In my case it's Rage Trunks, so it's going over Future Trunks' Super Saiyan form. You're going to want to go to where it says glow/lightning and disable it, or at the very least you can leave lightning on. At the very least, yeah, you can leave it on, I guess. I just turn it off. There are auras that have it by default, so you want to turn that off. For me, I will be turning my aura, I will make my aura bigger just because it's Rage Trunks. You know, I'll make them all like 5. Just for fucking shits and giggles. And you'll save it over the previous one. Like I always say with every single mod tutorial or anything that I put out on YouTube, before you mod, always back up your original AFS files, like please. You'll be able to close that, and you're able to import this file, and you can close it. Now you go into the character AFS and you'll import the mod you just made. Now if you've already imported the model and you're just redoing textures, you won't have to do everything, but I like to do all three of them just in case there's an inconsistency. If something crashes, you've likely done something wrong. So my Trunks, Vegeta, he'll be right after Vegeta. He should be right here. Yes, this is base form. 23 is Super Saiyan. So I'll put the I, the S, and the V. Now, since if you redid the text like I did and got rid of some of the older ones, your file may be bigger or smaller depending on what you changed. All right, so if you followed the modding tutorial, I don't have to walk you through what to do when these certain messages pop up. It's kind of obvious. So find where your mod is, resize it accordingly. Let me see, I need to get a 5, 6, but the highest is that one. Regenerate. Make sure I take that in desktop. All right, save that there. It's already one there, that's fine. All right, it's this one. Yeah. While that's opening, let me plug in my controller. All right. Alright, here he is. And then put the S here and the V here. Now, if you load the mod into the game and you have a little bit of a graphical error on the model, like a little rainbow looking thing, your textures maps are too big, and you'll need to lower those. So if it happens here, I will run down how to fix it. But if it doesn't happen here, I won't. Like if you come across this issue, just message me in the Discord and I will help you. Or if it's that big of an issue, I can make a guide on how to fix it. It's not that hard. Keep the game muted because I don't like it's like 6 a.m. It's almost 7 a.m. so I don't really want to hear Raging Blast 2 blasting my eardrums out. Alright, so we can go to single play, to training, and where's Trunks? Here he is, Rage Trunks. And we'll fight Vegeta. Shouldn't get any crash. Alright, and there we go. We got ourselves some Rage Trunks. Oh, and his aura is fucking huge. Oh my god, okay. A little bigger than I wanted. Does the sword work? Yeah, the sword does work. Okay, what about his ultimate? How's it looking his ultimate? Yeah, this looks amazing though. That's how I wanted it to look. But yeah, that's how it should look. Again, your results may vary depending on the colors you choose and what model you're trying to mod and whether or not you turn the light off. Oh boy, that aura is fucking huge. But yeah, overall that should be the result, you know? Should look like this. Anyway, thank you for watching. You know, shout out to Chemo in the Discord, because Chemo has been desperately asking for this. But thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord if you're interested in modding or want to learn how to mod or anything like that. I appreciate it. Road to 500 subs. Have a good day. That's the end. Roll the outro.